If you're trying to build to-do app after to-do app, calculators, or examples using foo, bar, buzz, and all that kind of stuff, and you want to escape the so-called tutorial hell, then you need to stop worrying about this, stop building this, and focus more into side projects that will make you stand out. Hello everyone, I'm Haris, and in this video we're gonna go through a list of 8 creative side project ideas that you can build in a single weekend and will get you hired. Let's get into today's video. So the projects we're gonna talk about today can be built into different kinds of platforms, such as web, mobile, using terminal or other kind of stuff. It's really up to you to decide which one of these you're gonna use, probably depending on the situation, of course. So the first project for this video is a movie showtime finder. And you can build this either in web or mobile. There are many languages that you can use in order to achieve that, especially in web. For example, you can use either Python or you can use PHP. For Python, there is a library that you can use, which you can script, and it's called Beautiful Soup. So you can utilize this Beautiful Soup library along with Open Database for movies. So this Movie Time Finder is pretty much a scraper that you can use in order to scrape some movie information from your local cinema, for example. Please use it with caution, of course. So you can utilize that and you can send requests into the website, scrape the data, then use the data that you scraped so you can get notified when your favorite movie is out. You can also cross-check that from IMDb, maybe the score there or something, or your favorite movie star. So whenever the movie you would like to be notified for is released, you can go ahead and watch it in your local cinema. So if you like to extend this whole project, you can use Twilio's API. I'm pretty sure there is a free account that you can create, and then you can get notified using SMS into your cell phone directly. I will link everything about Beautiful Soup and Twilio in the description below. Never miss your favorite movie again. So second project for today is a daily lunch picker. This can be built either as a web app, as a mobile app, or maybe a command line tool as well. So if you want to stop pretty much caring about what you're gonna eat today, and you don't want to keep thinking about that, and you're indecisive like me most of the times, this project should help you pick a place where you're gonna have lunch at. You can either make this very easy, you can set some places of your own, or maybe you can extend this as well using something like Google Places API. You can pretty much extend this even further by setting some kind of notification into your cell phone or your web app, and then get daily messages of which place you're gonna pick next to have lunch at, right? In order for you to use Google Places API, you most probably need a Google account in this case. And through Google Places API, you can get the price, or you can get the name of your favorite restaurant nearby, or anything else you'd like. There are plenty of options and plenty of parameters that you can use. So the third project for today is a weather notifier. The suggested way of building that is through a mobile app, so you can have it with you at all times, even though you can also create it as a web app nowadays. The concept of this project is for you to get a daily notification about the weather. You want to know if it's gonna rain or not. And based on that, you're gonna bring the umbrella with you or not. That's the main idea of this project. But you can use geolocation in order to track where you are at that point. And you can use something like Twilio, like we already mentioned, so you can get notified in your cell phone using an SMS. So project number 4 is a financial independence calculator. This one is actually very interesting, and I suggest you use a web application for this one. The concept of financial independence, which is very popular nowadays, is that you save and invest as much money as you can. So at some point you don't have to work for money, but money work for you. There is something called FIRE, the FIRE movement, which is financial independence, retire early. It is pretty popular, especially in the US, but in Europe as well. The main goal around this is for you to retire as early as possible. So you get money from your investments and you continue doing what you love. The project for this one is to build a calculator around that. So build a calculator around your current investments, income, retirement accounts, and your expenses as well. And calculate how far away you are from this financial independence. I'm gonna also link some examples down in the description below. There are a couple of projects that I found that is called Fire Sim and Firecalc, something like that. Number 5, and you're gonna build an online dictionary about that. I suggest that you use JavaScript about this, build some kind of plugin for Firefox or Google Chrome. So you will be able to select any kind of text in the screen and then use those browse extensions in order to translate. The project should be able to work in any kind of page, and you should also be able to extract those words into PDF documents. There is a library about that in JavaScript that is called pdf.js, and you will also get a link for that in the description below. That is a pretty cool project in my opinion. So project number 6, what you're gonna build in this one is a Slack bot using Slack's API. We're pretty much into Slack's territory nowadays. Everyone is using Slack, companies, individuals, anyone. So there are a couple of examples in this one that you can use. You can either build a bot in order to remind your team your daily stand-up, like we will have in our team as well. Or you can also build some kind of graphs that you can get daily reports about. For example, the number of commits that you commit daily. This sounds pretty helpful, to be honest, and every team likes something like that. So in number 7, we have something very, very interesting, a tax forecaster. I suggested you build this based on web just to make things a bit easier. This would be very, very useful, and you can also use it in your daily life as well, especially if you're a freelancer. So as input, it gets your earnings pretty much, and it calculates and forecasts what you're gonna pay at the end of this tax year. You can even make it more dynamic into adding predictions about next year or previous year as well. So this project could be really helpful for your accountant as well. Last but not least, project 8. So in this case, you can build a web scraper, and you can utilize any language that you wish to master. I suggested to try Python at the beginning. So the project should receive a URL as input, a URL of a web page, of an article, of anything, and return you the page as HTML or XML format. You can choose articles from your favorite website and try to scrape them, but please be cautious, because if you send many requests to the website, you might get blocked. So please use it only for learning purposes in this case. You can set a cron job for this, so it can be executed daily. So these were 8 very cool side projects that you can build in your weekend and get yourself higher. If you like this video, you're gonna love this one up here, in which we're talking about the must-know programming languages in order to land your dream job. Thanks for watching. Bye.